Hello everyone, welcome to Winged Paper Crafting. My name is Angel Fitch. If you're new around here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm so glad you've stopped by my YouTube channel. Today we're going to do our 7th set of alternatives for the May 2025 paper pumpkin kit called Mountain Majesties. And here are the 9 cards that you could have made if you had done them as intended. But as you know, around here we don't do as intended, so we're going to do some alternates. But before we get into those, I just want to do a quick reminder about the current subscription period for Paper Pumpkin is open for the August kit. Looks like we're going to get a free stamp set, an additional stamp set in this month's kit. Typically we only get one unless it's March, which is the anniversary of Paper Pumpkin, and then we get 2, but we're getting 2 in August, so that's a good thing. Looks like it's got this sentiment that says always here for you, and then these just look like decorative things. There's some flowers and this darling little teapot. I can't wait to get this set and see what that's all about. And then September's kit is going to be Fall for Toil, and it's going to coordinate with a paper pack, a suite it looks like, that's going to come out probably in September. Couple of stamp sets, this gorgeous tree, this little deer, family of deer down here, and some darling little fall paper. I love fall colors, so I can't wait for that one either. And just a reminder that the add-on die for this quarter is available. You have to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber to buy this, but it's called Circle of Season dies. It's got this nice hello, this nice stitch circle, and this that makes a strawberry if you put this top on it, and an acorn if you put that top on it. So that's going to be interesting to play with when we get to that. Okay, so we're going to start today with an easy one. So I've got card base here. This is Secret Sea. This is one of the new in colors for this year. So this is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. It's going to give it a nice burnish. I've got a piece of white for the inside that's 4 by 5 1/4. And then I've got a piece of black here that is 3 by 5 1/4. And then I've got part of one of the front card bases that I cut down to go onto this 3-inch piece of black. And then I chopped it into thirds. So I've got to see how it went. Yeah, looks like that. So we're going to put this on top of our black. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to use seal to do that. So I'm just going to make sure that's the right way. It is this way. Okay. So I'm not going to push down really hard at the moment. I want to make sure I get my spacing right between the 3 pieces before I put it down for good. So just making sure that, you know, we have a equal spacing between the pieces and that they're equal on the sides. So it looks like we need to move it up. So move this middle piece up a little bit. And get the bottom piece down. Maybe. Let's see. Let's get this piece where we want it. So right about there, I think. And then we'll get this piece in the middle. Looks like we're going to have to move our top piece up just a little bit, which is why I didn't push it down. Okay, so this is not straight from side to side. Move that over just a little bit. Okay. Alright, that looks pretty good. Okay, now we're going to take this piece and put on the front of our card like this. So we'll go ahead and get that down. And I'm going to center this on our card from side to side. It doesn't go all the way to top and bottom, so we want to make sure we got even at top and bottom, and then centered from side to side. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stamp Happy Birthday on this, right on the top of this first piece here. And I think we're going to use, I'd like to use Secret C. Let me see if I can put my hands on it right quick. Maybe. There we go. I found it. My pile of ink. Okay. So we're gonna ink this stamp up. And we're gonna just put it right in the middle of this piece. There we go. Happy birthday. And then on the inside, I'm going to put, let's see, I have one, I think, already picked out. We're going to use this one. It says, "For a Wonderful Man." So this is a nice manly birthday card. So I realized one of my husband's friends' birthday is next week, so I went to pull out a birthday card for him. And all these male, masculine cards I've been making, I didn't do too many birthday cards. And I'm like, I don't have that many. So I really have to beef up my supply of masculine birthday cards. Because you never know when you're going to need one. Okay, so let's get this on here. Hopefully we're crooked. So let's turn that over and try that again. I think my stamp is crooked on my block. See if I can straighten that up a bit there. Oh my goodness. Let's try that again. It's kind of a stamp that's not really straight. Alright, which one of these we like better? I think I like the first one better, so we're going to go with that one. Because it's straighter than the second one was. Alright, let's put our ink away. And we'll get this put on. I think the sentiment's just a little on the wonky side. Okay, so we're going to get this in here. That's what makes our cards homemade, right? They're not perfect all the time. Alright. Now I've got some embellishments to put on the outside. I've got these, what are these? These are neutral adhesive backed sequins, and I thought this, I think this is like a copper color, kind of goes with this, so we're going to use a few of these on our card. Like a little one over here, and one more little one. Oops, I didn't pick it up. There we go, down here. Okay, so there's our first card. Very cute. All right, we'll move on to our second one. So our second one is going to be, we're going to start with a base of pecan pie, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Just going to give it a burnish. Got a middle, or a piece for the inside that's 5 by 4 1/4. This is white. And I've got a couple of pieces that came in the card kit that we're going to put on the front of this. So I've got, let's see. We've got this piece. So I trimmed this. No, I didn't trim this one down. This one goes edge to edge. So this is just like it was supposed to be. This is how it came. So we've got that little hill, and then I've got a piece of this blue that we're going to put down, and then I've got a piece of the green vellum. So we're going to just try to put this down so that some of our blue hill still peeks out. And then I've got this set of trees that I cut out of, this is an old retired set called Frosted Forest, but you could put any kind of a tree. It wouldn't have to be a cluster of trees. It could be just a single tree. Any tree die that you have would work. So, this is what I got. So, this is what I'm using. So, let's start building our little scene here on the front. I'm going to put this piece down first. I'm going to open this up so I can make sure I'm lining it up from edge to edge. and making it flush with the bottom. So we've got that piece. Now, on our blue piece, I think I want to put the trees kind of behind this blue piece. So I'm going to start out by just putting adhesive on the bottom of this piece so that we can tuck the trees in to the top of it. So let's put it down like this. And we'll put some liquid glue on our... I'm just going to do the base of this right down here along the bottom. Just a little along the way, and maybe just up the tree trunk. I don't want to get up into this leafy part because that'll, you know, ooze out and make a mess. Oops, shoot. Try not to drop it on your way, then you'll get glue everywhere. All right, so I want to try to make this, try to wipe that glue off, just kind of like that, so that it has a little hill piece to the tree line. I don't want this edge to stick out. There we go. So just something like that. I'll wipe off the glue we got everywhere. Okay, and then I'm going to put our green piece down here. I don't know. Do we need the green piece? I don't know. I can't decide. Do I want the green piece or I don't want the green piece? On second thought, I don't know that I like the green piece on it. So let's don't do the green piece. We're going to just put this to the side. I am going to take my rubber eraser here and try to get some of this glue off that I dropped onto our card. So this just will peel that glue right off of there. It's very nice to have this eraser. Okay, there we go. So we clean that up a little bit. Okay, perfect. All right, so we're just gonna leave it like this. I like this better than I like the other. So I've got this this label here that I cut from the Hugs of Bloom dies. So it was this label that went with this quarters stuff. And on the front of this, we're going to put You Mean the World to Me, which came from the stamp set that was in the kit. And on the inside, we're going to put You're the Greatest. So I'm going to use, I'd like to have pecan pie for this one as our ink. Oh, I think I see it. Oh my goodness, I have ink stacked up on my desk. 3 feet high, it seems like. Okay. So we're going to use our pecan pie. And our You're the Greatest will fit right on our label there. So let's ink this up. And we'll get this put down. Hopefully centered. Okay, looks pretty good. You Mean the World to Me. And then we'll go ahead and stamp on our inside, You're the Greatest. So let's see here. We're going to put this down right here at the top. Hopefully we'll be a little better on the straightness scale than we were on the first one. I am really not doing well today with straight. Okay, one more time. We're going to put it. We're going to get it. I promise. We're going to get it. Let's see. There we go. Looks much better. All right. It's a good thing there's 2 sides to the cardstock, huh? Okay, so we'll put this on the inside. I'll get that on here. There we go. And then I'm going to pop this up on some dimensionals. So we'll put this up so it has some, you know, interest to our card. Do one more in the middle. Get the backs off. Okay. Oops. So tell me, if anybody else that uses dimensionals, do you have dimensional backings everywhere? Do you find them all over your house? Let me know down in the comments. I find dimensional backings in the weirdest places. Okay, so I put this right up here. I'll put that down. And now the last thing we need to do is put some embellishments on this. I've got some adhesive back textured dots that are very masculine looking. So we're going to put these on the front of this one. They almost look like rivets. That's what they remind me of. Okay. We can get them off the sheet here. Come on. Whoops. There we go. So let's put one here. And one... not there. I'll put it right there. And we'll put a little one up here. And there we go. So cute. Okay, so here are the two that we did today. So this is our 7th set. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. And ring the bell so you get notified when I upload a video. I think we have 2 more sets of these, and then we're going to move on to our June kit. And we're going to try to get through it before the end of July so that we can start July's kit the 1st of August. So, you know, let me know if you have any questions or comments or need any help maybe signing up for a Paper Pumpkin subscription. I'd be glad to have you on my team. And, you know, drop me a comment. I like talking to you guys in the comments. So, we will wrap this up for today, and I will see you guys very soon with our next set. Have a crafty day. Bye.